Good evening, I'm Matt Woodman. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, cooling pressure, a local group pushing City Hall to build a long-promised rec center. Mall Maze, new LRT construction detours will block some entrances to WEM. And hats off how the Elks and Stingers saved a young sports fan's weekend.
CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Matt Woodman.
Community advocates in Old Strathcona are pressuring City Council to keep its promise to build Edmonton's next rec centre in their neighbourhood. Council made the verbal commitment before closing Scona Pool 4 years ago, opting for a new facility rather than renovating the old one. The Friends of Scona Rec Group is hosting a block party this evening. That's where we find CTV's Jeremy Thompson. So, Jeremy, what's the goal of tonight's get-together?
Oh, yeah, Matt, they're still just setting up here. The party doesn't get underway for another hour or so here, but organizers are hoping to demonstrate community support for a new pool and rec center right here as soon as possible. It's been 4 years since the last cannonball at Scona Pool. A litany of mechanical and structural issues led council to close it down rather than spending millions on repairs.
I think they could have did more to keep the pool open until there was a replacement pool at least.
The replacement will be more than just a pool. This concept video shows a full-on rec center with all the typical amenities inside and new courts with a winter skating track outside. For area councillor Michael Jans, the question isn't if, but when. He's pushing council to fund final design and construction in the next 4 years.
When Scona Pool was closed, the commitment to the community was that we were on this track to build this Raleigh Miles Rec Center.
The city has already done preliminary design work. 3 years ago, the project was pegged at $138 million. In a report going to committee next week, city staff appear to downplay the urgency for a new facility. The Scona district currently achieves the city's basic commitment that every resident will have a place to connect, be active, and participate in recreation indoors within 5 kilometers of their residence, which is not the case in other districts.
It provides a much needed amenity here in an area where the city is really focusing on growth. Look around, you see all the infill, you see the new towers, you see the new apartments.
The city is short on money heading into fall budget talks, and council has committed to limit spending and focus on maintenance.
We were told we were next in line for a replacement facility, and we heard there's no new funding for new rec centers, but this is not new, it's a replacement.
Katrina Semenuk's group Friends of Scona Rec wants councillors to remember that. It's encouraging people to speak at City Hall this Monday.
Ideally, it's this 4-year budget cycle. I mean, we've been advocating for the replacement of this pool since 2009, perhaps earlier. That's when I jumped on the
Now, both Friends of Scona Rec and Councillor Michael Jans argue that this new facility would be good for the whole city, even if you don't plan on using it. Anyone who's tried to book a swimming lesson at a city pool recently knows just how busy they are. They argue that adding space here will lighten the load elsewhere. If you are planning on coming down to this block party, it gets underway at about 5:45. Matt?
All right, Jeremy Thompson, thank you. Starting Friday, new detours around West Edmonton Mall will start for LRT construction. Traffic on 87th Avenue near 172nd Street will be reduced to 1 lane in each direction. Access to and from the mall along that stretch will be closed. The mall will still be accessible at 173rd and 175th Streets. The south sidewalk along 87th Avenue will be open with some detours. Work will be happening 7 days a week, and the closure is expected to last 2 months. The province has launched a review into reports of a strap being used at some Mennonite schools in Alberta. RCMP have laid charges against an adult supervisor at a Mennonite school in Lacrete. A parent complained their son had bruising and red marks from being disciplined at school. Mounties say 3 schools in the area were using the strap, and parents were aware. Corporal punishment is against the law. Alberta's education minister says the province's review will determine if further action is required. E-scooters and e-bikes are now on the streets of Mill Woods as the city tests out some new parking and safety features. The city has established specific parking and riding zones for the scooters and bikes. The riding areas align with bike lanes and shared pathways and connect to popular parks and rec centers. As part of the pilot program, riders must park the scooters and bikes in designated parking spots. The area's councillor hopes it will help address safety concerns.
And so I think actually introducing this program will help enhance and educate people more around how to use e-scooters and e-bikes, where to park, what are the etiquettes around it. I know over the last few years, the vendors have also enhanced a lot of their features to encourage these safety measures.
Riders can find a mix of physical and digital parking corrals using the Bird and Lime apps. Edmonton's Food Bank says Heritage Festival helped raise thousands of dollars regardless of the bad weather last weekend. The festival ended early with evacuations on Saturday and Sunday. Regardless, Edmontonians raised more than $50,000 at the festival. The Food Bank encouraged people to bring monetary donations to avoid carrying heavy, non-perishable food items. Still, more than 24 kilograms or 52 pounds of food was donated at Horlock Park. The Food Bank says it's grateful.
Most people think of the food bank around key festive times of the year, and so over the summer there's quite a bit of a drop in donations. The Heritage Festival is one of those pick-me-ups for us as an organization, and then we're going to see another little dip until we see Thanksgiving again.
People can donate to the food bank as part of the Heritage Festival campaign until Friday. Football fans also brought their spirit and generosity to this weekend's Tackle Hunger Edmonton Elks game. Volunteers collected food items and monetary donations during the game against the Saskatchewan Roughriders. More than $52,000 was raised for the food bank. Tickets and passes are now on sale for this year's Fringe Festival. The 11-day festival features more than 200 productions, from comedy to drama, dance, and more. Organizers say more than 1,600 artists from around the world are ready to entertain Edmontonians. Since the pandemic, the festival's recovery has been slow yet steady. Its monthly donors have grown since it launched a new campaign 2 years ago.
It means the world to us when our community is able to respond, even by giving $5 a month every month. That helps us keep the lights on our stages, our artists telling stories, and us deeply embedded in the community to make Edmonton a wonderful and vibrant place to live and work and play.
Tickets for shows are capped at $20. They can be bought online or in person. The Fringe starts next Thursday and runs until August 23rd. A new exhibition in St. Albert is exploring the city's history through the uniforms of groups that helped shape it. It showcases outfits worn by healthcare workers, religious groups, sports teams, and the military. Most of the uniforms were donated to the exhibit. Its curator says a lot of people could see themselves or a family member reflected in the uniforms. He says one of the most remarkable pieces is a Canadian Women's Army Corps outfit worn by a local Métis woman.
She wrote extensively about her military service, so we have a really good understanding of what the military meant to her, and also what it meant to be a Métis woman in the military during the Second World War.
The exhibition runs until the end of October and will host a grand opening this Saturday. The Muttart Conservatory's latest feature pyramid will take you on a journey through the 100-acre wood. Visitors will be able to see their favorite Winnie the Pooh characters brought to life through plants and topiaries. Local artists helped create Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Piglet, Eeyore, and Owl. They used custom metal frames for thousands of flowers and moss. A gardening team seeded hundreds of pink polka dot plants specifically to match Piglet's pink color. All their hard work began last year.
And they're definitely not easy to make. They're like a piece of art. But then even as you kind of look throughout the pyramid, there's like a little table for like a picnic. There is like the bridge from 100-acre wood, and it's very like green and inviting. We also have rabbits, garden, so the growers are incredibly creative.
This year marks the 100th anniversary of Winnie the Pooh. The exhibition runs until September 13th. The Edmonton Corn Maze is officially open. The co-owner says heavy rainfall and hailstorms have impacted the growth of its crop. Record rainfall left the corn stalks thinner and shorter than usual. That set the maze's opening back by 3 weeks. In June, the stalks were trimmed to mark the Alberta Motor Association's 100th anniversary. While the crop is recovering and still growing, the maze is still fully walkable. Unless you're part of a basketball team, Josh, then you'll just see right over the corn stalks. You'll have no problem making your way out of there.
Yeah, no problems for me.
Yeah, you can get on my shoulders. You'll find your way out.
I like it.
Hopefully some nice weather on the way if you want to take in the corn maze.
Yeah, I mean, tomorrow and Friday look dry, at least. We're going to see some more showers here overnight tonight. The weekend's going to have some hit-and-miss showers and thunderstorms next week. Not every day is going to have rain, but almost every day has a chance of some more showers. Really, the pattern is not going to break down anytime soon. 22 degrees in Edmonton right now, 21s and 20s outside the city. Wind, not bad, about 15 to 20 kilometers per hour. 23 and 13 are the averages for this time of year. And that's exactly where we're going to end up today, right on par with average. So not a lot of heat in the forecast or over the past couple of days, but I mean, we're no worse than about average for early to mid-August. I'll show you the 10-day trend, which compares your forecast daytime highs to average in a second. First, take a look outside at the CTV drone. Clouds hanging over the city pretty much all day today. We had some showers west of Edmonton earlier this afternoon. Those all missed the city. The next round of showers looks like it'll be overnight tonight, although one little pocket here just off to the northwest, so we'll see what happens with that. But this main band here, this cold front, is going to hold off, it looks like, until around midnight or after midnight. So there's just this one little sprinkle. I think that probably passes north of Edmonton if it remains intact at all as it approaches the city. So here's your next 24 hours. Through the evening, mostly cloudy, about 19 degrees, mid-evening. Chance of a shower or thunderstorm overnight, a little gusty overnight and into early tomorrow morning, and a cloudy start to the day. The wind dies down in the afternoon, and we'll get to about 19 or 20, so a little bit cooler with that sunshine tomorrow afternoon.
All right, Josh, thank you. Coming up next on CTV News, at the drop of a hat, how the Elks and Stingers made the weekend memorable for a young fan.
Felt like kind of people are like caring for me.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
You're watching CTV News at 5.
Two local sports teams may have a fan for life after helping a 9-year-old who lost a special hat. CTV's Noah Rashog has his story.
The Edmonton Elks and Saskatchewan Roughriders were going toe-to-toe on Saturday evening when they were interrupted by the weather.
For your own safety and comfort, we need you to proceed to the concourse.
Mark Olrun-Tegbe was in the stands when he and his family moved to shelter in the concourse. He left his hat behind. While they were able to return to their seats a little while later, the hat was nowhere to be found.
It was the end of the second period, and then there was a lightning delay. So then I went back into the concourse, and then I came back and it wasn't there.
The hat was an Edmonton Stingers hat. Mark had saved up his money from his paper route to buy it himself.
He had come to the game, so he already got his pay for July. For June, he would get his pay for July and August, and it was like, could you loan me my pay for July so I could buy the hat? So I actually bought the hat and the shirt.
It's basically like throwing a bunch of money into a sewer.
The pair posted to social media about what had happened, and before the game was even over, Edmonton Elks staff had found him to try and make up for his loss.
It was just a quick screenshot I grabbed and sent to my team and said, when we get back to the game, somebody go see this boy and bring him football, bring him a t-shirt, and just do what we can to make his game day a little bit better.
After gaining traction, the Post found the Edmonton Stingers, who replaced the hat and invited them to their last regular season game.
Luck could have it was our fan appreciation night, so all 12 of our players were out signing autographs after the game. So, the young fan was able to make sure that they got everything that they needed replaced from what they lost at Commonwealth.
The Stingers say they were happy to help, while also guaranteeing a new fan for life. Noah Rashog, CTV News, Edmonton.
Potential future NHL players are competing in Edmonton this week. Right now, Team Canada is taking on Sweden at Rogers Place. The Hlinka Gretzky Cup has been running for 35 years under a variety of names. It's been held in Alberta every second year since 2018. For many of these U18 hockey players, it's an opportunity to show NHL scouts what they're made of.
These are 17-year-olds, which means there's some really high-end talent out there, but they still make mistakes. So the hockey's exciting, right? You see some big mistakes. You see some big turnovers. You see some amazing offensive plays. You see some great performances.
There's a lot of players who would die to be in their shoes, and I think they recognize that, and I think they've really represented themselves well with the way they conduct themselves, the way they prepare, the way they've been performing.
Tickets are available online. The tournament runs until Saturday at Rogers Place. Still to come tonight on CTV News, why a provincial ministry is facing charges after a firefighter was killed 2 years ago. The Bison Loop Road at Elk Island National Park is once again open, but only to cars. Most of the park remains closed while storm damage is being cleaned up. The park says visitors can now drive the Loop Road to view wildlife. It's breeding season, though, for the bison, which means males are more alert and aggressive. They may charge unexpectedly. The park says to stay in your vehicle at all times, give the bison at least 100 meters of space, obey all the speed limits, and don't stop for too long when viewing the wildlife. Josh, I feel like the weather doesn't change as much as you have in this show. I noticed you were wearing gray earlier. Now you got the dark. We're matching too much, I take it.
Didn't want to match with you.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I split my pants. Split.
Why don't you split over to the green screen there and let us know how the weather's looking?
Let's take a look outside. They weren't yoga pants. I mean, I need a deep stretch. What do you do? River Valley Sky Camp, 22 degrees, mostly cloudy skies in Edmonton right now. 22 to the south at Red Deer, 18 in Fort McMurray. To the west, though, 25 in Grand Prairie, 28 in Jasper this afternoon. It was 27 yesterday, 28 today. Unfortunately, that heat's going to stay locked up to the west and to the south. We will not see mid to high 20s anytime soon in the Edmonton area. Look at high level, 11 degrees. It's not going to get that cold either. There's some showers off to the south and southeast of Edmonton. One little pocket right there that will probably slide just north of the city. Again, if it does hit maybe the north end, it looks like it should be just a few sprinkles. This is what we're really keeping an eye on, north of Peace River, and then up in northeastern Alberta from just north of Lac-La-Biche up towards Fort McMurray. Some steadier showers. This could turn to some thunderstorms here early this evening. And that cold front, it'll draw in some cooler air for tomorrow. High level was already on the cooler side of that. I think we'll get to about 19 for a high tomorrow here in the city. But watch the rain. Holds off until overnight tonight. This is 10 p.m. Still way to the north of the Edmonton area, somewhere around midnight or just after midnight. That likely goes through the Edmonton area. We'll keep the clouds tomorrow morning and then see some sunshine through the afternoon hours tomorrow. It'll be the reverse for Friday. Instead of clouds in the morning, sunny breaks in the afternoon. It'll be some sunshine in the morning and then clouds increasing through the afternoon. Looks like it should be dry, though, through the daytime hours tomorrow and Friday. Although overnight, Friday night into early Saturday morning, there's a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm. 12 degrees in Edmonton tomorrow morning. Should be in the 8 to 10 degree range across most of central and northern Alberta. 16s and 17s across the northeast. Big warm up for high level at 18 degrees. Grand Prairie gets to about 20. Same for Red Deer, 26 in Jasper. And about 15 to 20-ish through east central Alberta. Here in the city, we'll be close to 20 at 9 p.m. And then in that same ballpark, late tomorrow afternoon for a high. There's your chance of a shower or thunderstorm around midnight, 12 degrees tomorrow morning. Little breezy through the morning hours, and then the wind backs off tomorrow afternoon. You only have a few days left to get in on the Mega Summer 50-50. It's your chance to win big and support the Kaleo Collective and the Bear Children's Fund. Go to ctvedmonton.ca and click on contests to get your tickets today. 19 degrees tomorrow. We're back to about 23 or 24 for Friday, Saturday. There's that slight chance overnight Friday into early Saturday morning for a shower or thunderstorm. Daytime hours Saturday look good. Mix of sun and cloud, about 24 degrees. And then in the evening, could see a shower or thunderstorm. Timing for Sunday's precipitation still up in the air. It does look a little cooler with highs closer to 20 once again Sunday.
The forecast has me hanging on by a thread. Josh, thank you. Alberta's Ministry of Forestry and Parks is facing workplace safety charges after a man died fighting a wildfire in Jasper National Park. 2 years ago, a tree fell on and killed 24-year-old Morgan Kitchen. The wildland firefighter was employed by the ministry when the flames tore through the town site. The provincial ministry is facing 6 charges under Alberta's Occupational Health and Safety Act. OHS says the province failed to ensure worker safety by not properly assessing and controlling hazards and failing to adequately train workers. It also says the Alberta government failed to take reasonable steps to prevent harm, like cutting down trees or establishing a no-work zone. The province will not comment as the case is before the courts. When we return, Pool Pals, the friendships being formed by 3 swimmers ahead of the Special Olympics.
That connection with them is something that is priceless.
On Thursday, summer safety for kids. The doctor is in with tips on what parents should watch out for. And Gallagher Hill will be alive with the sound of music. We look at the origin of one of Edmonton's favorite festivals.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
3 swimmers in St. Albert are in their final week of training as they prepare for the National Special Olympics. CTV's Connor Hogg has more.
On their final day of practice, spirits are high for Team Alberta, with 3 athletes looking forward to the games in Medicine Hat.
I've been swimming my whole entire life.
Feel exciting and feel pumped.
It's really hot there too.
Michelle Setter, Connor Bissett, and Christian Ziegler have put the hours in, with the assistance of their coach, Heather Wilson.
They have all worked exceptionally hard over this last year, getting better at their strokes, starts, turns, working as a team, putting in 110% effort.
This will be Ziegler's first games. Bissett and Setter are veterans. The team supports each other, with family here to support them.
When I'm in the pool, I feel really calm and relaxed, and I know I can do it. I've got my family coming down to support me.
To be like Michael Phelps.
People watching from the deck say a feeling of joy translates from the water.
I'm just so excited and tickled pink to watch them perform.
For Wilson, the chance to coach this team means more than most. Her son Matthew had special needs.
Unfortunately, he passed away, and so this is my way to give back and just honor his memory as well.
Whether they come in first, third, or fifth, it's the connections made between friends that really matter in this race.
It's just the hugs, and the first person that they look for after they get out of the pool is their coach.
I'll be like Spider-Man.
Fast like Spider-Man. You got it. You got it. Fast like Spider-Man. That connection with them is something that is priceless, and I will hold in my heart.
The opportunity to show their talent together. Connor Hogg, CTV News, St. Albert.
And that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Woodman. CTV News continues right now.